The Irish author Oscar Wilde was born in Dublin on October 16 of 1854 and died on November 3 of 1900. He was one of the most potential and influential writer, poet, and playwright. He studied at the Magdalen College, the place where he studied his literary artistic movements, and after the college he moved to London. Wilde's first language was English, but he learned French and German during his youth. He became one of the most famous personalities of his time and one of the most popular playwrights in London in 1890, and is remembered to nowadays. He wrote The Canterville Ghost, The Picture of Dorian Gray, The Star Child, among others famous books. Wilde won the Victor Hugo Award for Best Dramatic Representation by the book The Picture of Dorian Gray. Today, Wilde is remembered by his epigrams, plays, books, and for the circumstances that led him during Victorian society to be arrested for homosexual activities. While he was in his last year locked up in prison, he wrote the Letter de Profundis, which tells about Wilde's spiritual journey during his trials. His last work was The Ballad of Reading Gaol and was written in Italy and France, the place where he passed away. The Canterville Ghost is a classic short story written by Oscar Wilde in the early 1887 and is filled with humor and ghostly antics. The family purchases the old Canterville country house in England, ignoring the warnings that say the house is haunted. After the family moved to the house, a ghost of an Englishman named Sir Simon de Canterville starts to get ubiquitous haunted in the family. The family gets very versatile with the ghost and doesn't get scared at all, which makes the story unpredictable. Sir Simon tries everything to make the family scared, including bloodstains on the floor, but the artist doesn't get afraid and refuses to get scared by the ghost haunt, making the ghost feel failure and pointless. Spoiler alert, no get more mass in the story. At the beginning, the family doesn't believe in ghosts, but then they start to spy the presence of Sir Simon in their lives. The noble Englishman Sir Simon passed away in the 16th century after he murdered his wife, Eleanor de Canterville, and died from hunger by his wife's brothers, which led him to have his soul condemned to haunt the mansion. The soul of Sir Simon starts to fall into traps as tripwires, buckets of water, and toy pea shooters. The twin start to get the ghost afraid with vicious plans, making Sir Simon haunted. The only one in the family that is fearless and doesn't act completely cruel and indifferent is Virginia. The ghost tells Virginia about what happened to him and his wife, and asks for her to pray and weep for him so he can get free. At the end of the story, Virginia gets the freedom of the ghost by her faith and empathy with him. The story explores deeper the themes of insanity, fakeness, irony, and power relationships through the dangerous relationship between the family and the ghost. In 1996, the book got a movie starring Patrick Stewart, Neve Campbell, Raymond Pickett, and Edward Willey, being directed by Sidney McCartney, available on Amazon Prime Video. The Canterville Ghost encompassed the topics of insanity, irony, appearance, and innocence. Wilde made a mix of these themes and added them in the story of the book. We can notice this sanity in the story when Sir Simon starts to get nuts after the artist doesn't show any sign of fear by him, making him start to get obsessed in haunting the family. The ghost in the story starts to get maniac behavior, making him get insane and fearful. The painting described by Edward Munch was created in 1893 and it is an impressionist work. The painting branches the insanity, showing a person screaming in complete madness. A song that has the theme of insanity is Paranoid by Black Sabbath. The music is on the album Paranoid and was released on August 7th of 1970. The song expresses feelings of mental and emotional distress, leading the person to entirely paranoia. Irony shows up in the story when things start to get the opposite that we were expecting. It's seen when the ghosts start to get ridiculous and bullied by the family, which breaks the stereotype of the classic cliché gothic romance. The Paint Illusion of the Boating Party is an impressionist work created by Pierre-Auguste Renoir in 1881. The painting embraces the irony. Renoir wanted to capture a moment of social awkwardness and unspoken dynamic that adds the irony to it. The painting shows people on a boat having lunch, but actually represents the lack of genuine connection by the difference between appearance and reality. A song that has a theme of irony is Life on Mars by David Bowie. The music is on the album Honky Dory and was released on June 22nd of 1971. The song uses irony to criticize modern society, media, and culture, and the fact that the song being a majestic melody that adds more irony to it.
She could spit in the eyes of fools if they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show.
Appearance and accents appears in the book when you see something that looks like a thing but is completely different inside. It's seen with the story shows us as first Sir Simon has a cruel ghost, but actually he's just a regretting soul wanting to be free. The painting Wilde Filled with Crows is a post-impressionist work created by Vincent van Gogh in 1819. The painting embraces the appearance and accents. It shows that the beauty of the world can be superficial and that its essence can be much more complex. A song that has a theme of appearance and essence is Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. The music is on the album Rumors and was released on March 24th of 1977. The song was written by Stevie Nicks and explores the idea that true beauty and excellence can be found even amidst chores and turmoil. In the lyrics, we can see that surface appearance can lead to deeper understanding.